How do we make time for sex? In this modern day, we are always very, very busy. Time is always a challenge. Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a sexologist with a doctorate in human sexuality, and I'm from Eros Coaching. This is what I have to say about making time for sex. Put it in the calendar. You block it out. A lot of my clients fight with me on this point. They say things along the lines of, if we put it down on a calendar, it's not romantic, it's not passionate, and it's not spontaneous. We don't do these kind of things. We like going with the flow. When was the last time you scheduled something because it was important? Did scheduling something actually take away your experience of joy? How is it that we are able to have joy from things that we schedule? And suddenly when it comes to sex, we think that just because we schedule it, we cannot have joy. See how we contradict ourselves? We schedule, for instance, a movie date. We have to make plans. We have to know what time the movie is playing, and then we have to make time to go and watch those movies. If we have something really big, like for instance a wedding, we can't just show up. We need to plan. The caterer, the florist, book the venue, whoever is solemnizing the wedding. And preparing for something actually sometimes makes it better. The anticipation sometimes makes it feel good when we do get what we want. And sex by itself is not just the act. There's also the talking of the sex after the sex. There's also the planning for the next date that can make it all the more yummy. And so we have all these negative beliefs around scheduling that becomes an issue. We're not kids anymore, we're adults. And when we are adults with responsibilities and challenges, and have clients who have kids, and multitude of other kinds of duties that they have, if they don't plan, it's less likely to happen. They can always plan and block out that time and then see how they feel about it during that time. They don't necessarily have to have penetrative sex. They can engage in some kind of sexual activity depending on the energy level that they're at. For instance, they could give each other massages. They could do one-way sex, hand job or blow job. They could do masturbation, witnessing. That means one person's pleasuring themselves and the other person is just watching with love. And there are many ways in which you can be sexual without feeling that it has to be penetration. And that feels like you need a lot of energy for that. There are people who are more of a spontaneous person, and so they really resist this idea of scheduling sex. And then there are people who are more reactive, responsive. These people get the stimulation, the massage, the touch, and then they start to awaken and start to respond to that. So by scheduling sex, what's happening is the responsive person actually has more time to prepare themselves so that their ability to be more spontaneous starts to catch up. Scheduling sex also means that it's more likely to be a better experience if you make some effort to plan for what exactly you're going to do. The texting and the preparation and the suspense of things can really help with keeping the passion and excitement going in a relationship, especially if it's a long-term one. So this has been Martha of Eros Coaching. I hope this video has given you some insights about the importance of scheduling sex. And if you have questions, feel free to email me at ask@eroscoaching.com.